Be careful what you listen to, and be careful who you listen to. The things you consume actually define you most of the times. In the world we live in today, there is so much negativity more than positivity. They say, tell a lie 100 times and people will begin to see it as truth. There is so much negativity in the world that positivity hardly shines. Positivity is hardly heard or given the opportunity to live. If there are stories today, let's say 10 stories told of couples who have succeeded and living happy in marriage, you will never hear those stories go viral. If there are now 10 stories, on the other hand, of couples who are failing at marriage, who are not happy, those are the ones that go viral. We must actually be careful on the things we consume. If you are opportune to come by 10 stories of succeeding couples and 10 stories of couples who are not succeeding in marriage, why so fixated on the story of those ones that are actually not succeeding? Why create a final destination that because these 10 other people fail, so it means you're going to fail? Why not lean to the positive side of the other story? Why not lean to the other successful stories? Why not claim it as your portion? Why not look forward to that also being your ending? Good and evil will always exist. It all depends on what you fix your mind on. If you're looking for a verse in the Bible that says you should kill, you're going to find it. If you're looking for a verse that says you should forgive when you're offended, you're going to find it. Also, when you go to Quran and other religious books, you're going to find verses that amplify your argument for something and against something. But whatever you choose to actually hinge or put your mind to is actually who you are. Negativities and positivities will always be there. At the end of the day, it boils down to things you really want to hold on to. Perceptions, hopes that defines you is what you put your mind into. As long as you're in the world, negativities will always exist and positivity will always be there. The choice is yours. You either choose to look at negative examples and amplify it into your mental reasoning and allow it to actually create an everlasting impression that some things can never be done well or some things can never end well. Or you also create positivity rather in your head. There will always be examples of marriages that are failing and there will always be examples of marriages that are succeeding. And for those who would want to object that the marriages that are succeeding are very minute, they're very small to the marriages that are succeeding, I think that's still a problem on you. If there is a number that is succeeding, nothing stops you from having that hope that your story and your end is going to be amongst those few. So the question today is, would you want to be so fixated on celebrity marriages that are failing? Or you want to be fixated on some of our old parents, whom some of us were privy to actually see them grow older together? Some of you are privy to actually see neighbors around who have actually had marriages that are good. And at the same time, we're also privy to see neighbors around, friends and family who have also had failed marriages. But at the end of the day, what is your mindset fixated on? What are your hopes? What are your prayers? The thing that your mind and your aspirations are always fixated, you're going to find it. If you think there are no good marriages out there, you're going to end up in a bad marriage. Because what the heart always thinks of, that's the body attracts. If you're fixated on negativity, most times you're going to attract it. And if you fix your minds on positivity, look onto those successful stories, that is going to be your portion. Do not come and begin to count a handful of celebrity marriages that are failing or normal marriages of people who are not celebrities that are failing to draw a yardstick or to draw the line that marriages are not working. Marriages are working. So young people, guard who you listen to. Protect your heart. Protect your head. Guard who you choose as a mentor. A lot of us have these celebrities as mentors and we see them as the moral compass of the society. They are not. They are a handful of the whole numbers of people in the world. People are actually succeeding and people are failing, either at marriage or at places of work or in places of studies and academics. It all depends on what you choose and what you believe is going to happen to you. So decide who you follow, decide who you listen to, decide the examples you choose to amplify in your head. Whatever you put there, that is going to be the result of your life.